Okay,
All
we're
right.
all right. We're live. Welcome everybody. My name is Daniel Flores. I have Cory Anderson and Alfredo Rojas in the building, in the virtual building. So Cory's been calling me and asking me why I'm not making my videos and stuff like that. So he's almost my video accountability partner. And Alfredo is you are too. You've been hitting me up too a little bit, saying, hey, you got to talk about what you're doing. You got to get you got to get more attractive online as far as like putting out content that people want to watch. So we're gonna kickstart it again. I think our last video was late December maybe or early January. I'm not really for sure. But we were talking about the goals we were having for this new year, and we kind of hit it hard in that video. But I just want to thank you guys for being there for me, and I think we all have very similar goals, especially online goals. So what's been up with you guys?
Well, man, I've been hard at work at continuing to work on the structure, continuing to work on this event, and tomorrow's the date. So just doing all the last minute things to make sure everything's organized and super excited about what God's gonna do with this.
Hey,
Heck yeah,
can you
you
talk
have.
about that project? Like, where is it? Like, is it at your church? Like where is it, and who's part of it, and who can go? What's your
So
plan? What's your objective with that?
okay, so a little rundown of it. I called it the Dream Team Movement event because I was in a point in time where I was just looking around and seeing how much God had done in such a short period of time. And then also the type of people that were around me. I mean, Daniel being one of them, we met each other and we've continued to build a relationship. Uh, some of the people that are involved in it are I got all three pastors of the Oaks to do a video leading into this. Also, my pastor at Dominion Life Changing Church in Lancaster did a video for it as well. We had the Chamber's president, Alfredo, do a video. But there's a lot of people in the community that are behind and helping in the support of this. And the Dream Team Movement event, I think that at the bottom of what it is just intentional relationships that help you to bring your dreams and visions into fruition and do it above and beyond what you thought you would be able to do, and doing it with people that want to do the same for you as you want to do for them, and then teaching leadership skills that make you confident as you step out to do things that are challenging, but they're not overwhelming because you have the support of the right people around you.
Hmm. I like that because that's kind of what I know. I need that because there's been a somewhat of a super challenging end of the last year and into this year. Lots of little things that are hitting us, and we definitely need support. We need good friends to keep us motivated. Healthy relationships, I would say. People that want to be in your life are the best people right now. That's what Alfredo and I are noticing. If
Yeah.
and heck, Cory, you've been calling me ever since I almost cold called you on Facebook, and then we met up, and then now we're kind of like pretty good friends, and then
Yep.
so that's what's up. Alfredo,
Okay.
tell us something good, bro.
All right, so let's start on project. I'm curious because I'm on the lower side on the project side. So Corey, what projects you're currently working on? What's your goal this week, this month? And Daniel, what you're working on? So we'll start with Corey on construction and remodeling.
Well, we got one of the ones that's really going to be a marquee one that we're working on is Dancing Daiquiris, which is actually right here. One of my office mates, she's getting her own daiquiri shop done, and we're doing all the renovations. I don't know if you've seen the video the other day, but man, had the plumber in there with the tractor and all kinds of stuff. So it's exciting seeing this type of stuff going up. Also, have a great, awesome client that's got like 5 projects, one after the other, going up as well. And we're doing a storm shelter, like above and beyond, like secure shelter that's going to have up to date solar energy and all kinds of stuff.
Hmm.
So that's another one we're excited about rolling off the press. And I think my goal is I want to get back more in the focus of caring about my clients in a deeper sense. Like I looked at one of the videos, we did a appreciation video for a client some months back after we finished the project, and just watching that kind of was like, man, you know, I really enjoyed that, making people feel special aspect about what I do. We've been getting really busy. As far as our goal for this year, we're crushing it, man. I'm not lying. I set up with my assistant the other day and we were calculating numbers and I was just like, oh my God, like if we're staying on this pace, this is ridiculous, you know. So super excited, man. You know, you have your challenges, but I just keep pressing forward and saying if I stay consistent, compassionate, if I stay committed, if I stay a man of character, God's going to continue to shine down his favor upon me and my organization.
That's amazing news. Yeah, that's that super strong growth. Yeah,
All right, Mr.
God's
Flores.
got to have his hand in that. For me, I'm working more and more with at least design build. My buddy David Cervantes. My main project is this 1940 built. I guess it's like a little cottage, but it was a duplex. We're converting it to a single family, doing a full gut and remodel from the top to the bottom. We just installed 19 piers. We're building out a 400 square foot master bedroom addition. I'm about to check on the concrete work. They poured the concrete yesterday, and we're building like a 2-car garage, a historical 2-car garage over near Jefferson and Oak Cliff. About to finish that one up probably by next week. Probably going to be working on a couple more full gut remodels. I'm not fully involved in those yet, but I think I'm about to get more involved in those. And also keeping my real estate sales work going. I'm doing a remodel of my mom's house, kind of managing that on the side. And I'm also doing a little bit of handyman work here and there just to work on making ends meet right now. And, having to study a little bit more about construction, things like that. I'm pretty busy. I've seen myself get a lot busier in the past month or so. You know, I kind of had a mental reset about a month ago and realized, I got to start making a few changes, and I'm just out here getting it now. I feel like I'm getting in a stride, like what Cory's talking about. Like you can almost feel these momentum strides coming along, and I'm starting to feel one in my career adjustments. Like I'm making career adjustments right now, like get more involved in construction, but I never want to quit selling real estate. A matter of fact, I'm hopefully going to be buying another house within 3 to 6 months. So that's I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm super looking forward to that.
All right, I was going to ask you, so Cory, what's one thing, something that I know you've been working for a while, but something that you learned or something new on these last projects, anything that you learned or any aha moments, or Daniel, on this concrete stuff that you're doing, anything you learned that you can say like, oh man, I didn't know that, or I didn't know about it, so something that you have learned from the projects you're currently working on?
Let me go first. The first thing is craftsmanship. Like you see these guys working on these construction sites, and they're just so talented with what they do. Like you find some guys and they surprise you at like how is it called ingenuitive? Like how talented they are with their hands and understanding engineering, understanding design, understanding all that kind of stuff. Is just you got to be super precise, especially like with the foundation work that we're doing right now, like building these foundation beams. Like it's super awesome to watch them do that, squaring things up. Just the simplicity is of squaring up a foundation. Most people don't even realize what you got to do that, but it's got to be pretty much perfect before you pour this concrete. And on a smaller scale, like it seems like to me like these construction guys are the most fun to be around because they're so happy and joyful. And like lunchtime with construction guys is probably the best lunch break you could have, right, Cory? Like just
Yeah,
just
yeah, I definitely could agree with you on that. Because, you know, you just cut loose and you're just real people. And that's one of the things that I definitely enjoy. And also one of the approaches coming up in the new season is I'm going to be getting back out in the field a little bit with my guys. And, you know, don't never want to lose what you've been given in the sense that you don't practice. Just because you transition from one place to another place, don't become complacent and saying that I don't have time to go out there, because that's how I got it. That's how I got to this position was, you know, the path was learning and doing, and then learning and doing in another step up. But, you know, like the saying says, if you don't use it, you lose it.
hmm
So I think that in this season, to answer the question Alfredo had is, I think that communication and really honing the understanding of how to deliver a message as well as punctuation are some of the most vital keys for a business owner or a leader, because it sets the tone. When people can understand what you're saying and you deliver a message that they receive, that's going to first and foremost open up their heart to say, okay, I like what I'm hearing. And then they see the punctuality to complement that. And they're like, this guy says he's going to do something and he's there, and he owns up to his own craft. If I miss something, I'm going to tell him, hey, that's not me. You know, that ownership and that communication as well as punctuation, great stuff to have.
Great. That sounds
I think
awesome.
I think I think it's your turn, Alfredo.
Okay. Well, no, thank you both for sharing your views, and I'll be the first one. I agree on communication because there's power in it. Like it's both. It's like you can waste a lot of power and energy if you don't have it, or you can get very far if you do it right. If you communicate right and on time, like you can like when it comes to a project, deadlines, you can do something that usually could last a month. You can do it faster, or you can make money faster by communicating with the right people and them meeting the deadlines that you kept communicated on, and it'll save you stress, time, money,
Mm.
life. So communication, I think that should be like the whole honing in on stuff that's very important in everything we're doing every day. But now for me, I'm just like I'm in my ongoing project in wax. Well, yeah. But no, I think what else? Let me see. Well, I kind of understand like people that do full remodels, like how they charge, because it's kind of like you like someone like me that I don't do this for a living. Um, like I'm gonna end up paying about the same amount of money or close to the same amount of money that a remodeler or a construction person charges, and it's gonna take me more time. So one thing that I'm learning with this is valuing my time because I call it hold on, let me check something.
Value in time is
Yeah,
key too.
sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, just to finish. Yeah, like because I'm in education full time. I do some side work. Some a dad. Um, I'm a son. I'm like trying to, and I'm still Alfredo, so I'm trying to do all these. I don't have the time. I really
hmm
don't have to do all these projects. So sometimes it's like it's just yeah, it doesn't make sense. But you still got to get it done. But anyway, so we got to value our time. So I kind of now on your side, like you, Daniel, and Cory, I understand why people charge for these projects because it takes time. And if something don't go right, you're in charge of that. You're responsible for
Yep.
it. So
That
and
one of the things, oh, sorry. Good.
mhm.
You made me think of something that one of my teachers taught me a while back. He said something that stuck with me for years. And he said, hey, I might be able to go in there and do this job in an hour, and it might cost a person $300. He says, but you're not paying $300 for an hour. You're paying $300 for the 10 years it took me to be able to get to being able to do that in an hour. And that stuck with me because, you know, as you're learning skills and stuff like that, when you start off at the beginning, you're going to be a lot slower. You're going to be a lot hesitant. You're going to have a lot of different setbacks on getting accomplished something new. But as you've invested time into that, you begin to structure a foundation of how you get those things done, and you become real concise about, I'm going to get in here, I need to do this. You're real calculated in getting that done. And then you watch somebody like, oh, that looked like it's easy. You try it. And then they're sitting there saying, right there from that step one, okay, yeah, what do I do? They're scratching their heads and everything else. And like you said, it takes them far longer, and you're going back and forth to the store, getting things and all kinds of, you know, unnecessary things that takes a lot longer. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think we just gotta, sometimes we gotta be honest with ourselves. Like, for example, Daniel, you got I call it a set of skills, right? That you use every day. Cory's got his, and then I have mine. And then for the most part, there's one or two skills that we use that put the food on the table, or, you know, was it the roof over our head?
Exactly.
It's really what it is. That's what it comes down to. Those are the skills that we got to keep building on. But great. So I'll see you guys got projects. I'm hoping to be done probably within a few weeks, at least to be able to move in. Not 100% ready, but to move in. And then I talked to Waxahachie, and they're I want to build a guest house in the back, and they said I could, and I think they said it could be a 700 square foot. And what do you think?
I can hear the phone ringing right now. It's in the future. No, I'm just
Well, and they're saying, oh, but it's like $350, like, to when I submit it, I guess, to start, because they have to call the neighbors to see if they have any objections to me building something in the back.
Yeah, it's a zoning question. You know, they gotta notify the neighbors that you want to do that, and they may say, no, I don't want an extra neighbor in my backyard nor next to my backyard. You know, it's a zoning situation.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, good. But
I think this was a good one. I've got to run over here and check on this foundation work, and then go to my office and continue pushing on all these other projects. But this was a fun time. I think we had a good conversation. And make sure to share it to your own pages as well. Once we get off, like, if you have time, just post, write a little story and post it. That way we can get more views and get more comments and see what these guys want to hear from us next time.
All right. Well, Cory, it sounds like you got a cool activity tomorrow. If I'm in the area, I'll follow up, or I think I haven't added you yet, but I'll follow up. I hope your event turns out well. I think the weather's going to be good for the most part, I believe. So hopefully that'll be good. And Daniel, hopefully you have a successful, productive day. Take pictures, and then we'll do another one.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
We got to keep them going.
I'm blessed. I enjoyed this, of course, and time to get back to it and get out there and take care of business.
There you go.
Blessed.
You guys have a good